Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. And the temperature has changed. It is getting cold out. It's only about 40 degrees right now. I think it'll be below freezing tonight. So it is definitely that time of year. That time of year where teams start separating from other teams. And I have to do a walk of shame tonight because I joked the New York stinking Giants. I said, you know what? You guys ain't beat nobody, that you only beat the Washington football team twice, that you beat the Eagles and you beat the Cincinnati Bengals. And I thought that you were going to get your teeth kicked in. But you know what? I'm a grown ass man. And I'll be the first one to admit when I was wrong. And I want to congratulate you because you guys, you New York stinking Giants, have the biggest win in the division all season. You're the only team that's beat anybody with a winning record. Think about that. You're the only team in the division that has beat somebody with a winning record. And, there's nothing I can say about that. Right now, you actually look like the best coached team in the division, although Ron Rivera and crew are right there with you. I look at my team and some of the things that we've done, I kind of question them. Now, I think that right now, the Eagles, the Eagles are a mess. And now they've let the genie out of the bottle. Carson Wentz being benched. Wow. Well, let me get back to the Giants. The Giants, you guys proved to me that you are the best team right now in the division. Washington has the opportunity tomorrow night to prove that they can stake a claim in a piece of it themselves too tomorrow. And my Cowboys, well, we can still take up the rear. Here's the crazy thing. If we by chance now win tomorrow night, that means the Eagles will leapfrog us in that draft spot. The Eagles are only a half a game behind us. I got to look at the tankathon and see where they sit because Jacksonville almost won, Jacksonville almost won. The Jets almost won, and that would have changed things tremendously. But I think the Jets. Did you see that cornerback on the Jets? I swear that he was told don't cover nobody, because literally he was just kind of like he was just jogging. But anyway, I digress. But the Giants with Jason Garrett, I'm wondering right now if Jerry Jones has buyer's remorse and looks and says, damn, we had that guy. Have you ever noticed how, with our Cowboys, how people leave Dallas and they do better? Or am I a little ahead of myself? Am I a little ahead of myself because the Giants have only won 5 games? I might be ahead of myself because we were 8-8. But you can see the Giants. I mean, the Giants lost their starting quarterback. They lost their running back. And yet, they lead the division right now. They beat Seattle on the road against Russell Wilson. Their defense confounded Russell Wilson and took him to the ground. They sacked Russell Wilson numerous times, and of course, Seattle had a lot of drop passes as well. And maybe this was a game that was a trap game for Seattle. I don't know. I'm not even going to put it there. The Giants kicked their ass. And maybe Seattle looked past it. I don't know. But I tell you what, the Giants, you got to look at them and say, they've won 3 games in a row. They are the only team that's been on a winning streak in this division. And right now, looking at next game they play, I don't know that it's as bad as we thought it was. They are playing like a decent team. Now let's go on the other end of the spectrum here. The Eagles have now opened up Pandora's box. Carson Wentz was terrible. Carson Wentz through 3 quarters had 76 yards passing, was sacked 4 times, and the team literally looked lifeless. Lifeless with him at the helm. You could see instantly when Jalen Hurts went in there, and partially because what he could do with his legs, he was running for his life, But instead of going down in the backfield, he was at least making positive yards. And it felt like the team fed on that energy. Now, listen to the Philly 500, because we had our Philly 500 Cam. He's like, "What, you can't play Hurts? You got all this money invested in Carson Wentz." Are you kidding me? If the dog don't hunt, you're going to say, "Well, I spent a lot of money on it, so I have to play him." And you have a guy who had the team rallying behind him, you're going to say, "Well, I can't play him because he's not making enough money." Are you stupid or just plain dumb? Because as you put it, Philly, you're sitting there saying, "Well, if they win this game, of course you got to start Hurts." I'm sorry. You have now set Carson Wentz down, who has looked terrible, leads the NFL in sacks, leads the NFL in interceptions, and the team rallied with the other guy. Why the hell would you go back to Carson Wentz? You can't. You can't. You ride the hot hand until it's not hot anymore. And that's just the way it is. You guys got some real issues. You got money issues because you're broke. You got a quarterback who can't play anymore, who is literally gun shy. He is looking for the exit ramp as soon as he gets the football. He's holding on to it too long. He's looking like he is literally a deer caught in the headlights. And that's why playing Hurts actually makes you a better team right now. And I told you, once you have the dreaded team meeting, it ain't good. It ain't good. It ain't good once you have that happen. So that's where we are with you guys. From the standpoint of right now, Cowboys still have an easy schedule. If you are saying that this season doesn't mean much, like my man Omar, then you want to lose to Baltimore. Baltimore, who will have Lamar Jackson back. We're not sure about the rest of the team. Well, I haven't even had a chance to follow along with the final practice reports and things going into the game. But from the standpoint of seeing how the Giants are playing right now and the Cowboys, you don't want to end up being second or third in the division. You want to be in the basement. I'll put it like that. You second place does nothing for you. Nothing. Third place does nothing for you. Last place helps you out tremendously if you're looking at saying next year's the year we turn this stuff around. So that's where we are. I'm going to check on the news on the Cowboys as we get ready for our game. Appreciate everybody who came through and watched our live stream. We had a ball watching Philly, with his rises and falls between Carson Wentz stinking and Hurts giving him just a little bit of hope and then snatching it away in the end. Tomorrow night we'll be watching the Washington football team against the Steelers. We'll be live streaming that one. And, of course, Tuesday night we'll be doing the Dallas Cowboys as well. So, that being said, I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. But let me go in here and get this work done, and I'll see you in a bit.